Took way longer than expected. I'm not feeling the greatest, so that could be part of it. But I'm glad you're here. Glad we're back at it. Make sure everything's working here. At least the pedal's working. That's something. Yeah, I'm not feeling the greatest today, so it may be more playing than it is talking, but we'll see. We'll see how it goes. I should check something real quick. Okay. Yeah, that's one of the reasons I kind of pushed things back in hours, because it just wasn't feeling great when I woke up. Whew, alright. So, let's kind of recap what we did last time. We didn't move anything there. It was just these two projects, right? The two Pokemon songs. So, that I had given the name of, like, route music. Now that I hear it a second time, out of context, I'm almost thinking it's like, like a town than it is a route. You know what I mean? Like, what's or is that a route? The do 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 do. I forget what that is. That's in Ruby and Sapphire. No, but I don't remember if that's a route or if that's I think that's a route. That's what it sounds like to me. It's like that kind of tune, but I could be wrong. Seems like it to me. But I think it's good to be able to just like sleep on something like this, come back, play it, and see what it's like. And that's kind of what it seems like to me. This mess of a song, which I'm not gonna lie, is just a lot of fun to play. Uh-oh, hold on. We got a fire truck. See if it's coming down my street or not. I think so. Oh, no. So I'm a side street on a really big street in the city that I live in. Actually, my street connects with, like, the three biggest cities that go across. So, fire trucks are going up and down. Like, not often, but, like, once a day. So anyways. This song is so much fun to play, and thankfully one of you, I think his name's Neptix, suggested that this is more of a Pokemon credit music than it is a route, and I totally agreed. So which I love this. I absolutely love this. I think it's a cool little thing. I'm just trying to, because I got to take this piano down every single time I stream. It's kind of in the way of everything. So I still want the screen to shake when I start playing. I love it. I love it. I think it fits it perfectly. I really do. Yeah. That works out so much better, I think, as credit music than it does a route song. Mostly because I had all these different parts to it that I wanted to implement. Like the... You know, and that wouldn't really sound great in a route, like in Route 4. It's like you show up to it and it's like, wait, this doesn't make any sense. This sounds better as like an ending song, for sure. Like, just beat the Elite Four type ending song. So I really like it. I think it's really well done. I think too, like it will sound a lot better once more instruments are added. You know, you have like some brass instrument doing the. You can have like an orchestra provide like a swell of sound behind the and you don't even really have to keep up that beat the whole time that I'm playing that. It could be something like something like that, and then something like that. Something doing that. I don't know what it would be. Bringing that up. I wanted like at the end to have all these big chords. But I love this. I think that this is like my favorite thing I've written so far. You know, they could jam on it too. It took me last stream, so well, not all of last stream. It took me like a half hour of last stream, so maybe about a half hour. The tough part about stuff like this. Hey man, thanks for stopping by. The thing about this is it was tough for me to like not add weird chords, like which I want to do, but it's not Pokemon-y. That's actually not bad. I want to like just have like a jam with this. No, I kept it. It's exactly the same. I haven't changed it at all. I just wanted to, I was just playing it over and over again, and then I was fooling around with it. I didn't change it at all. Oh, that could even be like the... I don't know, that intro is like my favorite. I think it's great. I think that's going to be really great. Once we implement some different instruments into there, like I said, having some strings in there to kind of make this swell of this new chord, the something like that. Some sort of brass instrument, which I don't even have a brass instrument thing on here. I know, it's awesome. I'm super excited about this one. Of all the projects that I've created, this is 8. This is my favorite one so far. But having some sort of brass instrument doing the... I'm so excited about that, even. So, that means we're excited about it, we're happy about it, start a new one. We're off of it now. Oh, I almost just wrote a project, which is, the same exact thing. Project number 9. So what I've been doing with all of these, when I've been writing these, is I will pick something from the phone, from the idea phone, and then I will write something new. So I think I'm going to do the same thing. So I just wrote 2 things that are brand new, actually. And now we're going to go back to the phone for an idea. So what I do is, let me go ahead and grab this. Go to my gallery and find my album of ideas. And find the next one that I haven't listened to yet. Which I think is this. I could be wrong. I feel like this is not right. But let's just listen to it. No. We did this one earlier. That was the... which was my, Sims build mode song. Yeah, that was so I was using the idea of which everyone knows that one. That's the famous one. Well, that's one of the famous ones. There's also the do 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 do, which is I think. Whatever the hell it is. I really don't even know what it is. I just know the... Everyone knows that one. Excuse me one second. I'm going to use the restroom real quick. Like I said, I'm not feeling great, so I may have to make a couple of just pit stops here along the way. So give me a couple of minutes here. And then we'll continue on with what we're doing. Leaving. But anyways, let me refresh the stream. Get back to it. Ready to go. What was I going to do next? I remember what I was going to do next. So I actually, while I was in the bathroom, side note, I found the song that I wanted to, that was next. And this song I really, really enjoyed. So what it basically boils down to is it reminds me of something that you would hear. Ah, what is it? I'm trying to think of an example of where you would hear this. This is another one of my like little somber, like like mellow songs that I like to play. Because this is like something typical of me when I write music. I typically write something that's like just sad. It sounds sad. I'm not sad. It just sounds sad. And I don't know why I write stuff like that. But like I love that type of music that's like really gets at you. So that's what I like to write because I don't like writing upbeat. That's why it was so hard for me to write the little chiptune that I did for Pokemon though. Like even just that took me like forever to write. Like just trying to sit here and think. That took me about an hour just to think of that because which writing music never takes me an hour. Like that took me about an hour. Right, that's what I'm going for. That's what I like about it. Cause like this it didn't touch my soul. It didn't do anything. All this is just it didn't do anything for me. Like it's not interesting to me. It's just it was what it was a chiptune for a route in Pokemon. That's all I wrote it for. So, but like somber stuff, sad stuff is stuff I really like to write because a lot of the times it's more complex. You can leave more space, which I think is important in music that some people will forget. Is like spacing in music. So that's why I want to kind of discuss this. This is a really, really cool song. I wrote this, I think, I came up with this like 2-3 years ago, I want to say. Couldn't have been more than 2-3 years ago. I don't think it was 4. It was either 2 or 3. I probably 3. It wouldn't have been 2. And I really like it, but it's also like unpolished, so it doesn't sound awesome. Like I have to write it out. And I also came up with this weird intro in the song that I don't know if I don't even really know what it is. It's just like basically it was one of those things where I knew what the song was that I wanted to play, but I'm like, I'm going to make an intro at the beginning of the song to make it sound better. And I just started on a note. That's what I'll do a lot of the times. Oh man, this chair. It's like if I want to make an intro for something, I will start just anywhere, not even close to where I need to be. So like this song is in C# minor. So I'll just start. I started on like C with a C7, which is going into F major, like to get to C# minor, because I like a challenge essentially. So just, and it's a crappy phone, so. Okay, so this, whoop, 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 whoop. We'll get to that. Don't worry, we will get to that. It's another interesting one. So basically, what I did is I started like this. That's the first chord I played. So I went back and forth between two chords. C7 with a flat 9 and a G minor chord. That's all I did. Was just... And then to add the emotional depth to it, I went and then just kind of was playing around like... You know, and then went to that. Because that kind of stuff comes way more easily to me than than that. Because that stuff, I just, it's just not fun to write. But this is like, I don't know. It's a musician thing. So anyways, I do that for a little bit, and then eventually I land on... I just go down a half step to B. And that, you know what's weird, is that doesn't actually flow all that well to C sharp minor, but if you play it slow enough, it does. If that makes any sense. Just listen to the... It's subtle, but listen to how I change keys, because the first chord change makes sense. But the second one doesn't as much. But I think because of the sudden chord change, like the sudden difference in chords between the first and the second one, the second and third one is not as bad. So just listen to it. But you can kind of hear it, right? It kind of makes sense. It works. I might actually have to turn this up because I can barely hear this myself because I like to play soft. Because I'm a delicate little flower. Another thing that helps out quite a bit is your passing notes. Whatever note you're going to use to pass on to the next chord can help out a lot. Because if I played something different there, like this, that's all the same. But if I did like... it's not quite the same. If you don't pass it on correctly, it just doesn't sound as good. Maybe it does. Maybe it's not that bad of a change really at all. But anyways, that's the chord change. Is... And for some reason, you can kind of tell from my like past ideas, I kind of have an affinity with C sharp minor. I don't know why. Maybe because it's not used very often. It's probably why. Because I'm more into the unusual. And C sharp minor is not a really common key. So, using it. So, I'm going to play through the song. I just want to listen to the back end of it to make sure I'm not forgetting anything. Oh yeah. And then that last thing that I play. Na na na. I really like this though. I think it's cool. But this chord coming up, I'm not sure. No. That I know. It's coming up. Next time. Next phrase. Nope. That was wrong. I played that bad. That. Ooh. No. Is it a... No. I don't think it's a D flat chord. No. 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 There's a D flat in it. I know that. I can hear that. You can hear this. No. 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 I don't think it's that. That keeps coming into my head, but I don't think that's what that is. No. Yeah, because it can't be, so. It's that. That's the chord. I just don't know what the bass note is. You know what I mean? What's up, man? No. I know, right? I'm a real stickler about this stuff. Thanks for dropping by, though. No, it's not that. What the hell is it? I know. Okay, that's the chord. Whatever the chord is, that is the chord. I don't know what the bass note is, but we know what the chord is. That's fine. So, this is how the song goes. All right, this is like the main song. All right, I'll play it for you. Those are the chords. Which it's really not difficult because I'm just going up and down half steps. I start on C sharp and I go from E, E flat, D down to C sharp. And then at one point I play this. So if you go, alright man. Thanks for stopping by anyways. That's all that's all I care about if you stop by. Well, that's not true. I just care that you like it, really. You know, okay. No problem, man. I want to angle it towards my hands, but if I do, then you can't really see. Then like it's like this, and then I'm just talking with my mouth, and I look like a creep. Because if I did that, here I'll show you. If I did this, then I'm like this, and if I want to like talk about something, then you have no idea what's going on. However, I can angle it for you so you can see what I'm doing a little bit at least. Yeah, man, thanks for coming by. Well, I totally agree with you. I think it would be better if it was like that. However, I talk quite a bit in these about a lot, especially when I start writing, because I'm going to have to start writing here in a little bit. This is kind of the point of the stream. So when I start writing, I'm going to be talking quite a bit, and it would make more sense. Now, eventually, I'm going to get a third webcam, and when I do, maybe I can have that be like a face cam and have something down like this, like, because I'm ordering like mic stands and stuff, so that eventually we can have a mic stand over here that can point down at my fingers. We can have a mic stand that has this webcam that points at the actual music. We have a mic stand for that, and we have a mic stand for some lighting. You know, like I'm getting like I have a lot of stuff like that is on the way essentially, but because of this holiday, it's kind of screwed some things up. So probably won't get here till Thursday. But yes, I totally agree with you, and I think that makes sense. But for now, because I don't have those resources available, and I'd rather it just me be able to talk to you. You're right. I mean, I've only started doing this type of streaming for about a week, because I was streaming from March till December, doing games, and it was fun and I enjoyed it. But I stopped doing it because I stopped enjoying it. Well, basically all I was doing was Hearthstone, and I just got bored with Hearthstone, and I was like, I don't want to keep playing. I'm done with Hearthstone. Like, I'm bored with it now. Right. Well, it's your first time here. I see what you're saying. I was gonna say, no, I've been doing this for like almost a year now. Like, this is the first time I'm actually doing something consistently. Well, I will write out all the chords, so don't worry about that. All the chords that I've written in previous things have been written out in chord signatures, and if you want, I can, explain it a lot better to you than, like a lot. Like I've been told by a couple people like I should probably slow down when I'm talking, because I usually just like blow past stuff, and I can totally understand their point, because to me it's just like, you play this and this and this, and you play it this way and this way and this way. So I really don't care how it's laid out, as long as it's laid out, and as long as people understand what I'm doing and are not lost, because I don't want that to be the fact. I don't want to just be sitting here talking to myself, like being as loud as possible and like being a pain. So essentially, let's go back to this real quick before I start writing more. The first chord I'm playing is a C7 chord with a flat 9. That's like part of the intro that I had written in my on my phone. On my phone. That was part of the intro. I think that was just the one chord, but anyways. And basically what I was doing was that, and going back and forth between that and G minor. And it's easy to do that because most of the notes stay the same. There's only two that kind of shift down a half step. At least the way that I'm playing it. Okay? So like, let me show you. I'll show you like this. Okay? So I'm playing this. It's also tougher for you to tell what I'm playing because the keyboard is backwards. So what I'm playing is B flat. See, to you it probably looks like F sharp or something. Yeah. Oh, I don't know. It would confuse the hell out of me. But B flat, D flat, E, and A, which are all like all work in C7, and then the flat 9 is D flat. And then I keep this relatively the same. I just move these two up a half step for G minor. See, I would be confused. Like, I'm looking at the keyboard now, and I'm like, I'm very confused by what I would be playing if I was looking at it that way. But anyways, G minor, I'm playing B flat, D, F, A. Ah, that was a mess. So I'm basically just going back and forth between those two. And then at some point, I play this, the C7, and I bring bring everything down a half step to B7 flat 9. And then that goes to C sharp minor. Oh, well, I've never been that type of guy. I don't like playing basic chords. I don't even really think I ever have. I don't think that's ever been my thing. Playing basic stuff is just like really not interesting to me. Plus, I also learned about jazz chords early on, like when I was in high school. I learned a little bit about them. I had no idea what was going on, but I did learn about them. So, and it's not too unusual if you know how they're built. It's just, it's more the progression that's unusual, because going from, C7 to B7 is fine, but then going from there to C sharp isn't exactly the smoothest, but yeah, I've never been the one to like, I always like to make weird chords. I don't know if you were here earlier, but I was doing something where I was playing basic chords, but that was for a specific, something I was specifically writing. And in that case, I have to play basic chords because it doesn't fit with the material. This is an idea that I came up with, therefore they're my chords, they're my idea. We will then implement it and figure out where it would best fit after it's been written out. But there are times where you know, probably the next project I do will be like, okay, I want something for this game. Okay, then I will write it for the game, and it will you know, I can't, like, for example, I'll show you what I mean. The last thing I was working on was this, which is, I was originally supposed to be a Pokemon route song, right? But it ended up being used as like Pokemon credit music. Well, I can't play really weird chords with Pokemon. It just doesn't fit with Pokemon. So I had to limit myself, but I still think it sounds good. And the other thing too is the progression's still weird, because that progression is like, I mean, it's used often enough, and then we have something, you know, but you kind of get the idea. I appreciate it. So what this is to start, and I will even write in intro just so that it makes more sense, because I don't want, you know, I want it to be known that what I'm doing is an intro here. I don't really know how long this is going to go on for, and this is also, like, out of time. So, for me, I'm going to treat this as, like, writing a vamp. So, I'm just going to kind of put vamp up here, right? And then, eventually, oh, God. I always hit the demo button on this thing is right here. And I always hit it. I wish I wasn't left-handed. It makes things probably way easier. So at some point, I will play that C minor 7 flat 9 again, and then go down a half step to this. And then the actual song starts here. Well, no, the actual song starts 4 bars later. Let me just do that real quick. So are you like studying to become a music producer, or are you currently a music producer, or how's that working for you as far as that goes? Because I'm curious about that actually. C sharp minor 7. Yeah. So. Thanks, man. I appreciate the follow. Did it pop up yet? Did the weird Gordon Ramsay... Did I miss it? Nope, there it is. I can't hear. The weird Gordon Ramsay meme should be popping up now. Oh, I gotcha. That's probably the way to go. Nice. That's awesome. I was just in New York City last weekend. Not last weekend. 2 weekends ago. 2 weekends ago. I was just in there. That's awesome, dude. See, I wish I knew more about audio engineering because I'm eventually gonna have to edit all this stuff, and I'm like terrified about having to do that. But you live in Yonkers, nice. My cousin used to. He was a police officer in Manhattan. Piano is one of those instruments, man. That's once you learn it, you're gonna be so happy you did, because it really helps out. I hope you can. I hope you can. I'm trying to use Pro Tools. I bought Pro Tools specifically because I have a PC. I don't have a Mac, so it's kind of a mess. Let me finish writing this out here. Okay, so this is just C# twice, which I didn't have to write it out like that. I can write this symbol. I can write the universal symbol for repeat chords like that. Can't really see it. And then this chord is no, it's not. Has to be weird. That's just I guess it would be G# because we're in a sharp key, and you can't do weird stuff like that. Boom, and then the actual song starts. And I know I'm writing this out like and breaking every musical syntax rule ever. Ableton are my weakness. Yeah, I tried to learn Ableton once, and there's so much shit on the screen. Well, I'm actually having a problem with Pro Tools right now. It actually will not let me use it because there's some weird error that keeps occurring, and I'm trying to get in touch with Pro Tools like contact support because it's being a mess. Thanks, man. I appreciate it. I'm glad you like it. By the way, I should mention this. If anyone has any questions for me, please feel free. I love answering questions about anything. My life or music in general, or really anything. I can't write E flat. If I write E flat, it's just gonna be a mess. I know I'm gonna get called out for it. Somebody's gonna call me out for it. I know it. So, what would you define that chord as? I guess I would define it as a. It's not really a D diminished chord, but it's a D diminished chord. No, it's not. It's a flat 9. I like flat 9s, as you can see. I'm like Vince Guaraldi, because Vince Guaraldi likes flat 9s. I'm glad, man. This is awesome. I'm so glad we got some people that are enjoying this. Like, it's sick. Every stream, I've been able to get like a couple people that are like, "Dude, I've never seen this before on Twitch." And I'm like, "Good. That's the point. Like, that's what I'm going for." No, I'm glad you like it. So the song is like this. All right, I'll play it one more time. And then at some point, it goes to this. Well, I'll play it in a minute. It goes to, and I play around with that chord for a while, and then some. I think it's just because it transitions nicely. That just reminded me of another song. what I'm thinking. Like, this happens sometimes where I think of something, like, I hear something, I'm like, that sounds like this, and then I start playing it. Okay, do you know the song Jeepers Creepers? It goes... Now, I know that... Don't pay attention to the chords, pay attention to the melody. It's a really old, like, jazz song. I can write pretty much anything. I like to focus on jazz and video game music. Those are the two focuses that I'm kind of going for. You know that's... Okay, sick, I'm not alone. But you know, like, the like, I don't know why it's going in my head. Oh man, now I'm gonna be playing that all day. All day. I'm not going to write that. That's going to be my new thing. They made fun of it on Family Guy, actually, a couple of times. What's that one Family Guy where they do that? They make fun of that all the time. It's every single day, starting at either 9 or 10 in the morning, on the Eastern time zone. Since I do live in New York, yeah, Eastern time zone. I'll probably, okay, so like today I started at 10, I'll probably start at 9 again tomorrow. I'll probably start doing 9 every single day. It just makes more sense for me to do it then. And then I go for like quite a while, usually 4 or 5 hours. I'm basically just treating it like a full-time job, because I also have stuff to do in the afternoon. And I'd like to stream at night because I know it's more popular. I know Twitch is more popular at night, but like I have to find time to... Basically, if I don't do it now, I will just sleep all day, and I don't want to do that. So, and everything goes up on my YouTube channel as well. I have a YouTube channel. All my streams are going to go up on there. They've been going up on there every single day. And then weekends are a little different. Weekends I'll probably stream at night because then I have things, you know. Sundays I'm not sure. It's basically I have a Twitter. You can check it on there, and you can go from there to see when exactly I'll be streaming. See ya. Thanks for showing up. I appreciate it. If you want to stop by again, feel free. I could definitely use the help on the audio engineering thing though, so I appreciate you stopping by. Introducing yourself. Let me refresh the stream real quick so we can get some. You can kind of refresh everything. It's usually better to do that. Okay, sick. So, anyways, that's the. All right, we're done with the Jeepers Creepers. All right, man. We're going back to this. Done with the Jeepers Creepers. I don't know why that popped into my head. See, man, it's such a bizarre, like, just change of tone. Anyways, so. wonder if this would sound better with an electric piano. Let's try it, right? I don't think it does. That chord. Anyways, then eventually it goes to. So, we have this long thing. There isn't really a melody. I guess the only melody that I would say that there is this. It's not really much of a melody. Really, the chords are what is bringing this whole thing together. And eventually, I'm going to start, like, kind of fooling around with it, where it goes. The whole point is to make this kind of a big revolutionary thing. Now, the important thing, the thing that I'm trying to figure out is where does this fit in? Like in music in general. Does this fit in a video game? If it does, what type of video game? You could be specific. If it doesn't fit in with a video game, does it fit in somewhere else? My mind immediately goes to video games just because that's what I relate to best. That's usually what I like writing for. That's kind of the goal of this whole stream, is to write for video games. So, in of all my I've done 9 projects now on stream, and of the 9, I think one of them wasn't video game related, and yet it kind of was. I'll even check. I'll even go back and look. I'm pretty sure. Oh, that isn't. Well, I said it was. Yeah, maybe one of them isn't. They're all basically video game related in some way. So to me, my mind is immediately going to some sort of video game. What is it? I don't really know. I mean, to me, this is definitely going to be a cutscene. This is not something that's going to be in game. You know what I mean? Like this is not an in-game song, unless it's something like you know what I'm actually thinking of? Have you ever played Layers of Fear? And when you're walking around the house, the first time, like before all that shit goes down, and the song hits, and it's just a piano, and it's raining, this is what I'm imagining. And if you don't know what I'm talking about, I will play it for you, because I believe I could find it. It should be like the first one. And actually, I think, to be honest with you, I think that song is actually like, I'm pretty sure that song is a classical song of some kind. Maybe I'm wrong, but I'm pretty sure it is. So let me double check. I really want to listen to that. I'm going to have to mute myself, but let me just try to find it first, okay? thought that was it at first, but it's not. Oh, here we go. I got it. Here we go. To me, that sounds a lot like what I'm doing. It's not the same. Not the same. Not even in the same key. He's playing B. But his is more, you can tell it's minor. You can tell it's sad. You hear this song and immediately you're like, okay, this is not a good setting. Right? She's going back and forth between. And I wish I had like the right setting on my piano to make it sound as awesome as it does, because what he has is like a detonating sound that mellows the piano way out, makes it sound way less bright, and is right. That's kind of what it's what it's going for there. Now, hold on one second. Let me listen to the rest of it. Yeah, that just sounds awesome. It's so, it works so well. It's such an ambient song. It works so well. And that's kind of what I'm going for here. But it's not as sad. It's really the difference. Is I'm not going for something as depressing as sad as in like a horror film. Or like in a horror game like this is. This is obviously, like you hear this song and it's obviously in a horror game. You know, like 100% you know. You can tell by the tone of the piano that it is. It's sad. I don't know how else to describe it. It is sad. Hold on one second. I'm going to just write out this one chord that I said gets repeated quite often throughout this game. Or throughout my song. Is that. Anyways, you can tell immediately it's like a sad, depressing song. I know you can't see it because the little face cam. I know you can. But that's not what I'm going for. I'm not like going for super, super duper sad. And you have to understand too, like when I said that it reminded me of that, it really just the tone of the like not even the tone, the rhythm really just reminded me of it. How it's that reminded me of the kind of grunging, whatever you want to call it. I you know, like trudging along, right? Just yeah, that kind of thing, that kind of rhythm that's just kind of going along, right? That is what I'm talking about. That's what I mean when I say what basically what I'm getting from it. This is kind of just kind of just trucking along. I don't think that this fits in a horror game. Or I can take out a few notes and then it could fit in a horror game. Like make it more basic, but I don't want to do that. I like so to me, it's still a cutscene, but maybe in something like an RPG. But I don't really know where this would fit other than that. Should more instruments be involved? And like in that Layers of Fear song where the woman starts singing in it, that's kind of like this point for me. That's kind of the same thing for me. So let me just listen to the rest of my recording of it. Interesting. Remember this. You hear people talking in the background because I'm in a practice room, and they're all connected to the hallways of the music school that I was at. So, people walk by. How do I end? That's what I want to know. Interesting. I ended like this. Basically, I just played a C minor chord without the third. Interesting. Okay. Cool. Jesus, sorry. I didn't have coffee today, that's why. Because I wasn't feeling well, and coffee doesn't really help when you're not feeling well. And it actually makes things worse sometimes, so. Anyways. So. We're at this point. Right. So what do we do next? Well, we could write out the melody that's sort of a melody. I don't even really know if I would define it as a melody, though. It's not really a melody. But maybe we should come up with one. So the basic, I guess you would say, melody of this is... very, very simple. And I think I want to keep it that way, actually, to tell the truth. So the intro is free, and it's vamped, and it's free. Why not? Just so that I know. I don't know why I would forget this, but... So, basically there's a pickup. 1, 2, 3, 4, and their 16th notes is what they are. So we're going to write a little half rest, one of these, and one of these. All right in a row. And go like this. Boom. And this is a very, very slow song, by the way. I should mention this. So then here, sorry you can't really see me in the face cam, but I'm sure you don't care. Here, 1, and then this would hold for a while, 2, 3, and 4. So I would hold it for a half measure, or I'd hold it for 2.5 beats essentially. So like this. And you do something like that. Do 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 3, 4. Do do do. Do 3, 4, or 2, 3. Do do do. So you only do 2 beats there, and then it's half notes like this, like that. Oh shit, am I writing this on the wrong thing? Wait a minute. Oops. I'm writing this on the wrong line. Okay. Well, tell you what. Let me quickly write it out here so that I can see what I'm doing. Doesn't matter anyways. Who knows if we'll even decide to keep this part. But yeah, I wrote it on the wrong line. Oh well. It's gonna happen. It's gonna happen. Mistakes will happen while we're doing this. Because that's part of the intro still. This should really be a double line. There we go. So it's more defined as to when each section is going to start. Okay, cool. Fixed it. It looks horrible. Alright. Anyways, then this 1, do, 1, 2, and 3, and do. So this is held for 3 beats. And then this is triplet tune. Because I love triplets. One of my old college buddies, who is now making a real name for himself in the jazz scene in my city. We used to play together quite often in college, and we used to teach a class actually together, me, him, and our bass player. And he used to talk about how, you know, developing your own style, basically. You know, when it comes to jazz, at least, you know, one of the ways you can learn jazz is you copy the greats, the legends, what they do, and you learn their licks and you learn their style, and then you will eventually develop your own. And he was talking about how some people don't do it that way, and was talking about other people's styles. And he says, once you played with someone for so long, you kind of pick up on their styles. And he looked at me and he goes, Ian loves triplets. He's like, I notice it. Like, we always play, and he will always throw a triplet in there. He's so right. I do. I love triplets. I really do. Triplets are like my favorite thing. So 1 and 2. Nope, not dotted. Just regular. Done. And then this is a dotted quarter. And then it's back to do. And repeat. It looks horrible, but that's fine. That's the basis. So. Right? And then eventually. Now this next thing is kind of like a breakdown. It's like a free, and that just goes on, and then eventually it gets back to this, and then it's a repeat back to the 2 top. It's like the best way I can define it for myself, so I understand what's going on. But you just kind of. Back into it, right? So it's pretty simple. There's not much to the song, but that's basically it. And then it eventually ends on. I think I should think it should just end like that. No. But anyways, that's the basic song. Now, what do we call this? Well, I don't really know. I would just say cutscene. I'm going to just say cutscene. And we'll just put number 1, too. And if I want to change it, I'll change it to something else. If it turns out I find some place where it fits better, then we'll go from there. Okay? So, there's that. Project number 9. So from there, we're going to do a little cutoff and start the final bit here of rough drafts. Because after Project 10, we're going to go back to number 1 and we're going to really detail out each one of these projects and go in depth and say, okay, this is what we're going to do for each one of these projects. Okay. And define it more, make it more of a, make it ready for recording, essentially. Because right now these are all just basic ideas or rough drafts of songs that I want to make. But we have to define them, we have to round them out, basically. So what I wanted to do was make 10 projects and then round them all out. 10 basic ideas and round them all out. So now, we're on number 10. What do we want to write for number 10? Write anything. You can write literally anything. So, I was thinking, because there's one thing we have not done. Sorry, I gotta move this. Piano is like really weird right now. I was thinking we haven't done this yet. Is we haven't done an arrangement of a song. All of the songs that we've written have, I mean, if we look back, at all these, number 1 is something that I wrote. Number 2 is something I wrote. And what I wrote is something like, it was completely, like, I'm not copying anything, I'm not arranging anything, it's something that's brand new. It's a new piece of art, or whatever you want to call it. Number 3 is brand new. Number 4 is, it says Song of Storms, and you can treat it as a Song of Storms remake, but that's not really the point of the song. You know what I mean? It just so happens to also, you can play Song of Storms with it. Right? Number 5 is something new. Number 6 is something new. And then 7 and 8 are the Pokemon songs, which are both new, something I wrote. And then number 9 was this, which was We Don't Even Know. So, what if we did an arrangement for number 10? We picked a current song and we arranged it differently. Okay. What is that freaking music? It's so loud. I don't know what that is. Someone's playing the classical music downstairs, which is fine, except that I'm streaming. Anyways. Might be there's a body sugaring place, like, diagonal downwards from me. Could be the body sugaring place, because it's not the place below me. That they don't even open till like 5. Till like, yeah, they don't open till like dinner time. So it must be the body sugar place. Which is really weird. Why would be blasting classical music? Anyways, so Project 10. If we did an arrangement of something, any sort of song, that might be nice. So let's think about it. So, what types of games? Because I'm gonna immediately go to a video game. This is like the first thing that I'm gonna go to. So What do we want to rearrange? Well, let's think of some games that might be fun to rearrange. Let's see here. What would be a fun game to rearrange a song in? So, the first thing that usually comes to mind when I'm thinking of rearranging is something from my childhood. So like, one of the things that I like to rearrange is Sonic Adventure music. I did it already with Station Square, the theme from Station Square, which is this. If you've played Sonic Adventure, you know the song. If you haven't, you don't know the song. But I'll play it if I can find it. It should just be called Station Square. It is not just called Station Square. Huh. It's weird. I thought it was just called Station Square. Let's sort it by this. Okay, I guess it's not called Station Square. That's weird. Well, anyways, it's the main theme. Like, it's like the hub world, basically, for that game. So anytime you're out of a mission, you're basically walking around this place. There's 2 hub worlds actually in that game. There's that, and there's also Mystic Ruins. But I don't really know how well you're going to be able to, like, redo Mystic Ruins. It's just like, there's barely anything going on in that song. I mean, there's barely even chords in that song. It's just very... Here we go. It's called Welcome to Station Square. It's stupid. You probably know the song if you've ever played the game. Anyways, it's going to come up with something different. So what do we want to rearrange? Actually, there was something I wanted to rearrange, which is, I think this is it. If I'm wrong, let me see if I can. I really wanted to arrange that, and it's the stupidest thing in that game. It's when... Okay, so when you're playing Sonic Adventure and you're playing it as Big, the cat, and you get a fish. That's the song that plays. And I don't know why I like it. But even as a kid, it was like one of my favorite songs in the game. Now it also changes too, halfway through. So listen to the change. So, if I wanted to do that, and then basically it goes to A flat minor when the guitar is going, and I don't know what he basically what I don't know what he's doing entirely. I just know that. I don't know if it changes or not, but I just know. So actually might be. It's weird. That's a really weird song, and there's also not any chords to it. But I kind of want to do it. It's just like for fun. You know what I mean? Now, how would I rearrange? That's the other thing too. Is how would I rearrange that? I guess you could turn it into like a. You can kind of change it into a jazz song. And because there's an A and B section in it, you actually probably could. So now comes a part where, see, here's the thing. This, I don't know if I can really, if this is much for streaming. Because I have to now sit down and transcribe the song. Because it's the only way to do it. That's the problem with rearranging things. Is because if I'm going to rearrange something, I have to sit down and listen to the song, and I have to write the whole thing down as is. And then I'm allowed to rearrange it, because I'm not going to be able to understand what's going on if I'm not rearranging it. And listen to all the crap going on in this song that I have to So I can generally tell, like, it's in G major. And then it goes to A flat major. But that's not enough. Just knowing what key it's in is not going to be enough to figure it out, you know what I mean? And I can get, like, the gist of it. Not to mention, we haven't even figured out, like, the B section, which I think is just, I think it's literally just A flat minor. And the other thing too about this particular song is because there isn't really chords, it's kind of just like a guitar going, just kind of like doing rhythm stuff. And then just all these lines with, like, You know, there's not much substance in this song. It's not really even a song. It's like supposed to be you caught a fish. Like that's what it's from. Oh man, I think it'd be funny if I can make an arrangement of this. Like that would be really funny, right? Because it'd be like, oh, that's a sick song. Where'd you come up with that? Oh well, you see, in Sonic Adventure, when you're playing as Big the Cat and you get a fish on your line, and only when the fish is on your line, this song plays. And sometimes that's only about 5 seconds, not even, maybe 2. But it's a minute and 30. It's a minute and 30-second long song. It's a minute 31. That's how long this is. And that's all. Like, it's not gonna stay on your line for that long. Like, if you ever played the game, it can sometimes bite for half a second and then just jump off. And they wrote this whole song for this, which is just mind-boggling to me. But anyways, I kind of want to do it. I'd like it to be like the last project is kind of not a joke. I mean, it's not a joke, but it is pretty funny. Like, I think it's pretty funny. But it would require a lot of me just going like this, like click play, pause, play, pause. And I don't know if that's really great streaming stuff. So I'm struggling with it because I want to do it. Hold on. And then it does something even weirder. I think that's really what it is there. I think what it's doing is going back and forth between A minor and D flat minor. And then it does something weird where it goes like to D minor or something. I don't know. It's bizarre. It's definitely bizarre. Oh my god, I'm sorry. I'm just yawning today. I'm very out of it. I'm getting all pumped up about this, but inside I'm just out of it. Well, I'm pumped up. I should say I'm pumped up inside, but outside I'm like not showing it at all. It's so weird. That's it. See, I feel like you could turn this into something cool, which is why I want to keep pushing for it. You could definitely turn this into something cool. I'm gonna do it. I'm gonna do it. And then the Gotfish song is this. That's it. It's like 6 seconds. How long is it? 8 seconds. Now, how do you have an 8-second song when you actually get the fish, and a minute 32-second song or 31-second song reeling the fish in? Like, that's mind-boggling to me. Anyways, this is what we're writing, dude. This is what we're writing. I just really want... I did it again. I really want to do it. And there's no one really in the stream to stop me. I think it would be really cool. It's bizarre, but I think it would be cool. The problem is figuring out this beginning, too. Because this beginning is a little bizarre in terms of, like, what exactly the chord is. Because I don't even really think there's a chord. Like, a lot of it is just these, like, weird lines using weird editing software stuff. Like, that's that. Like, that's definitely the melody. And then... it's so weird. It's so weird, it's awesome, dude. I want to do it so bad. Alright, so we have to listen to it a few more times. Because I've gotten a decent grasp of the song, actually, without having to listen to it too bad. Mostly because there's just not... because it's so short, because there's such a lack of substance, you're able to pick up on things easier. So let me listen to it a few more times, just to try to get it really solid. So I'm going to have to mute myself, like I said, because I don't have headphones. And then we'll do it. Man, that's really difficult, actually. It's difficult because there's just no chords in it. There's no substance. So you have to make the chords, basically. That's the whole point of this, right? So we know it. Okay, so it's in G, like that beginning. It goes up to A flat, right? And then back to, you know. And then the guitar part is A flat minor. And it goes back and forth between that and D flat minor. And then eventually it slides down, or it slides up to like... And I'm just playing C major there, because I don't know what else to define it as. And it does that weird woo 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 doo doo, which I don't know what that is at all. All I know is... So you can, I mean, like, you can do that and solo, like... whatever. So you can do that. But I mean, it is an arrangement. So we're trying to make it so it's different than the original. So I mean, throwing in some weird chords too is going to be helpful. But the big thing is just knowing what the melody is, and it's tough in the very beginning, because we have the melody. That's really the melody, and then we have and then back to right. We have that, but it's the very beginning where it's like. I don't know. I can't tell. It's tough. Let's do it again. Right? So is the melody the horns playing simultaneously, or is the melody the weird synth that's going woo 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 woo? Like, what is the melody there? And plus, there's this huge drum fill, this ridiculous 2-bar drum fill that's going on also. So, like, what is the deal with this song? It's so cool. I really want to do it because, like, who has ever made an arrangement of this? Who's ever been like, yeah, I played Sonic Adventure as a kid, and you know what my favorite song was? It was the song whenever you get a fish, when you're fishing in that game, because that's great. That's the best thing ever. No one does that shit. I do that shit. Because I love that. I loved that song as a kid. I don't know why. Probably because I had to do the fishing part of the game so much, because that was the hardest part of the game. It was horrible. Listen to that again. Like, they're playing, the horns are playing. They're doing that. That's all I hear. Like, is that. And then somehow it gets the G. So, yeah, they're doing like... So I think it's... But I'm missing something because I know there's more. It's something like that. I'm going to listen to it again. I can listen to it a couple times. So it's... And the other thing is, like, the weird synth thing is not playing any notes. It's just going woo 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 until... So I could make up my own thing, or I could just say for 2 bars the drummer is just gonna fill. He's just gonna do some ridiculous fill. We also don't even know what style this is gonna be. Let me grab my sticks real quick. I don't know how much this is gonna help, but sometimes it helps when I have like my drumsticks. I don't even really play drums. I just like having, these are like jazz sticks. And I started learning how to play the drums a little bit, so I can do like a few grooves, but this helps me like just try to find like some sort of rhythm that we're gonna use. So like. That's basically what the actual drummer's playing in the song. If you listen to it. So it's just like. It's pretty simple. He's just kind of going so there's nothing to it really, and it's just kind of this cool. Now, how would we want to change that? Like, what kind of rhythm? Like, the first thing I'm thinking is like a swing. So. Right. See, like, and that's not changing the song very much. Unless we change the chords. That's definitely something I'm going to have to think about. Yeah. Definitely something I'm going to have to think about. Look, I committed to it already. I got to do it. So, here's what I'm thinking. All right, I'm going to take a quick break because I'm going to use the restroom again. And when I get back, we're going to just write down what we know for fact, like the chords and the melody that we know. Everything else we'll leave blank, okay? So that's what we're going to do next. Just going to write down what we know in the song, and we'll go from there. So I'll leave you with well, you know what? I'm just going to leave the Sonic Adventure playlist on. All right? See you soon. We're back. There is some so I had to figure this out. There's some very strange smell coming from my kitchen. And like my garbage isn't in my kitchen. It's like out in the corner over there. And I just took it out, so I'm like, I took it out before the stream. So I'm like, okay, I don't think it was the garbage. I'm like, it's gotta be something. Well, it's also raining, and I feel like that's unclogging some stuff or something. I don't know. I don't know what it could possibly be. I don't know what it can be. It's not food, so I don't know. I'm like freaking out because I'm like, what the hell is that smell? And it's only in the kitchen. It's not in here. It hasn't hit here yet, at least. And it's not in like any other place. Not in the bathroom either. I was thinking this is like second choice. It's like it's gotta be the bathroom. It's not in the bathroom. So I have no idea. And it smells like sewage. So I'm assuming that it's something to do with the fact that it's like pouring out. It's been pouring all day. It's disgusting out right now. That's my only assumption. Anyways, we're back to this. Enough about my weird life. So I'm gonna put these down for a minute here. Let me find a good spot. Throw these right there. Okay. So what I said I was gonna do is we're gonna just write down what we know. Okay. And we know that this intro is 2 bars long. Do 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 do. Yeah, however, it's definitely 2 bars. Kyle, what's up, Kyle? So we have an intro here, and we know that the second part of the intro is in A flat major because of the does that, right? Also, I'm gonna write this so that I know as well. This is a rearrangement. Okay. Now it's tough to tell, but you get the gist. So for 2 bars, it's just G major, and then for 2 more bars, it's A flat major, and then it does that twice, and then it gets into the guitar section of the whole thing. Actually, Kyle, I have to talk to you about the lighting thing that we were talking about the other day, because I want to get that, and I have to get another mic stand, and I might get a 3rd webcam for my hands. And then in that case, I'd need another mic stand. I don't know, we'll figure it out. But anyways, A flat major, right? Actually, we can just do this. Shit. I keep hitting buttons over here. Let's just turn the piano off for a minute because I can't. Well, you were talking about the basic lighting thing that you found on Amazon, and I'm like, that'll work fine, probably. And then, same thing. And then this will get repeated back up to here, right? Where to put it? I'd probably have to put it in front of my front door here, and in front of my bedroom door here. If it's what I think it is, which I could be wrong. If they're like on stands and stuff. And then, so this next part, this B section part, yeah, that's fine. I'm like gonna be wrapping things up here in a little bit, because they're supposed to be coming today to fix a few things in my apartment, which is super sweet. So I want to make sure I have everything kind of. Actually, this next part goes back and forth between A flat minor and D flat minor. Oops. Yeah, and I think it just does that for a while. Or well, that is do 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 do, and then do 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 do.
The fucking bass is fucking.
Thanks for the follow, man. I appreciate it. Love that. Love that fucking meme. A flat minor, D flat minor. Let me think about that again. So do 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 do. So let me listen to it one more time. This is the B side. So there's actually three more of these. There's three more bars. Three more of these. Three more bars. And then it goes back up to the top. To the top. So it's this, and then it's A flat minor again, and then it does the weird C major thing, which I'm just going to define it as that because you can't really tell what it is. Let me listen to it again. Right. Okay, so you get it. So, turn this back on. Play through it one more time here, okay? So... because I don't really know what that is, and I think when I decide to like my rearrangement of it, I'd like it to be C, but I don't know yet. So now I'm gonna just, oh man, the melody's gonna be a pain in the ass to write on this. Okay, so now I'm gonna write out the melody as best as I can. So it goes basically like this. 1 and 2 and 3, 4 and so man, there's like a lot of fucking. I knew I did it. As soon as I heard the click, I'm like, yep, I hit it. 1 and 2 and 1 and 2 and. There's a lot of 16th notes in this. So 1 and 2 and 2 and dun 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 dun. And to be honest with you, I don't even know if that's entirely right. I feel like that's not right actually, but oh man, I'm gonna run out of space. Like I literally don't even have enough space to write all the stuff I need to write. No, I really don't. Well, I'll tell you what. This A flat, I don't have to worry about as much. We'll go like something like that, because there's not as much to write in that specific thing. So we'll do that. And dun dun. So this is 1. This is 2. And 2 in. And 2 in. So I guess that this would also be 1 and 2 and Bum. 3. And this is the staccato, so that you know it's a staccato. Dum, ba-dum. So I guess that would be another one of these. Like that. I think that's right. Yeah, and then. Yep. And then this is doo-doo. Doo-doo. Which would be this. A dotted 8th, 16th. Which is 1 and do-do-do-do. Do-do-do-do-do. What? Do-do-do-do. Yeah, so that would be like that. This is gonna get real messy, just letting everybody understand. Boo-doo-doo-doo. So, and then that's easier because that's just all. That's just basically all 8th notes. 1 do 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 do. So that's 8th rest, and then I gotta write it all the freaking accidental signs too. It's gonna be annoying. Do 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 do. And then it goes. So 1 and 2 and 2 and 2 and 3, 4, 1 and 2, 1 and 2, 1, 2 and do do. So do 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 do. So I guess this would be this rest, this rest, like that. It's tough to see, it's a little blurry. I don't know if this helps at all. Not really. That's supposed to. Shines down like literally right on it, but it doesn't seem to do very much to anything. Well, it's not terrible, I guess, but then it leaves a shadow. I don't know. What's up? What's up, guys? Thanks for stopping by. Wait. Oh, you must be on lunch. I'm like, what do you... I'm like, oh, okay, so you're on lunch. I'm like, unless you're at your office, which would be hilarious. Okay, so then so it's 1, 2, and God damn it! Oh no, I'm good. I'm good. So it's pretty simple. One, 2, and. That doesn't seem right. Ah. Let me think about that for a minute. He is, but he can't respond much because he's doing stuff. But let me play you the song that I'm doing. You probably will recognize it. This is the song that I'm rearranging. So you remember that song? Remember that song? Do 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 do. Yeah, that's what I'm trying to rearrange. I've done 10 projects since I've started streaming, and well, this is 10. It's my only one that I've like actually done an arrangement of. The rest of them have all been like new. And actually, I'll play this for you, Jake, since you might enjoy this. What do you like? All right, I'm gonna play something that I arranged. I'm not gonna tell you the title. I've done 2 of something, but the music is there. I'm not going to let you look at it just yet. I want you to kind of tell me what you think this is. Like if you had to guess. If you had to guess, tell me what this is. Dive music? What's the dive music? I don't even know what that is. This is not something you've ever heard. I made it up completely. So don't... Corn. Yeah, it was corn. You got it, Blake. 100. No. No. That's that's I really hope it doesn't sound like that. So, what I had it tagged as is Pokemon credit music. At least you were in the right, like, video game franchise. But I wrote that originally as route music, but I changed it to music that you would well, actually somebody that followed me, his name is Neptix, suggested that it sounded like credit music in Pokemon, and I completely agreed. Well, at least you're in the same basic, well, not franchise, but in the same company. But to me, it sounded like end credits when you beat Pokemon. Like once you beat the Elite Four. Yeah, see, here's what okay, so like I was using this. Let me show you. This is what I was using as like I guess inspiration when I was playing through it. So just listen. Not those. Listen to a few of these specific ones. So that's what I was taken from, right? Well, actually, that's just called Route 104 music. I don't know if that's slate port or not, but to me, that's what I was going for when I was doing this. Is like that was all like the next, not the first route that you go on in Pokemon, but usually like the second one or like the one after the first gym is usually like this big fanfare, like epic adventure type music. But then when I was playing through it more, I'm like, that sounds more like, well, the guy who was in here was like, this sounds more like credit music, like as you beat the Elite Four, and I'm like, you're probably right. I kind of see that, and then I made this tiny little other Pokemon one is like Route 1 music. It's really stupid, but like to me, that's like Route 1 music or like the first town. I don't know. That's what I was coming up with. Like a little chip. I called it a chip tune. Something like real simple and easy that you can write. That doesn't take, that's just like upbeat and happy and perky. Because that's what they sound like. I mean, the first thing that I thought of when I like came up with that was this. If I could find it. We got to go down to gold and silver and crystal here. We got to find gold, silver, and crystal. There we go. Like that. Like something similar to that, you know what I mean? Like that's, yeah. Like that I would hear, I feel like. And then or whatever it is. Doon 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 doon. Anyways, I gotta get back to this. So oh, I see. It's dun 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 dun. So this is actually. So this is a little different than how I thought it was going to be written out, but essentially, ba ba da ba ba ba, boo doo doo, boo doo doo. Or that's not what it is. It's. I think it's more like more like this actually. Dude, what is this body sugaring place doing downstairs, like across from me? They're like playing weird classical music, like blasting it. It sounds horrible. There, they just turned it down because they realize how awful it sounds. Do do do. It might be something like this. This is really stretching it though. I don't even think that's right. Oh, do 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 do. No, it's not. Do 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 do. Do do do. Do 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 do. You hear that? Can you hear that? They're like blasting classical music. It's so weird. So I think that this actually would inevitably be this. And then, oh man, this is going to be really bizarre. But
This is a G. This is a G. Yeah, what is going on with life right now? What is the deal? It sounds so, like, wrong. They're really nailing that, too. It's horrible. Do. Do, 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 do. And then this is just this. And then it's another half rest. So that's how that's gonna work. Okay. Let me refresh the stream real quick. Get us back on track. It's already 1? Holy crap. I got like stuff to do today too. And by the way, I gotta kinda change up. That's not a dotted 8th note, that's just an 8th note. So it's like this. Boom. Do 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 do. And then this is the exact same thing. It's da 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 da. So let me just put this in front of me so I can like better write it out. Because it's the exact same thing. It doesn't change. Do 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 do. What the hell? Oh. Do 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 do. And then another one, and then this, and then this, and then this is like all fairly staccato. Do 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 do. That, and then this is where it changes. Another one. If you keep, like, honestly, if you hear classical music, because if not, I won't bring it up anymore. But I hear it very loudly. Or, like, if you had heard it previously. Because now they're not playing it. Or now it's, like, a quiet part. I can hear it, though. Do-do, do-do-do. So then this would be this, a dotted quarter, and then it's... And then, like, this. And then it's... You can't hear it at all? Okay. That's fine. That's awesome, then. I'm glad it's not picking it up. Because that's really, like... There are points where it gets loud. So... Da 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 da. So da 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 da. So that would be... Like now. Can you hear that or no? Because it's so loud to me. I can hear that. Anyways. Dribble, dribble, dribble. Barely? Okay. That's good. Either that or like Veers is having a war, but they're not even open. So I don't know what that could be. All right, so we have to move this out of the way for a minute here. And I knew it. This is the only problem with this setup is like reaching over to write. So do 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 do. I don't know. Would you put that as a triplet? Triplet, triple. I don't know if I would do that. Or just 1, 2, 2, and 1. I don't know how you would. I won't talk about it anymore. Would you write that as a triplet or not? I don't know. Or just do 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 like do 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 like. That's probably what it is. In fact, definitely triplets. Let me just hear if it's really triplets or not. Yeah, to me it's do 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 instead of it's so one da da da. That's I'm pretty sure that's what it is. Do do do. So in that case it's one and dun, 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 dun. One and one and two. One two one dun, dun, dun. One dun, 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 dun. So it's like man, that makes it weird. Hot cross buns. I don't know. I'll write it as triplets for now. Do 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 do. And then da da digga da. Like this. Do 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 digga do. Do do digga do. Oh, you heard that? You hear that? We can't hear the. No, well, they stopped with that. It looks like. You know what I'll define this as actually? As this. Da 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 da. And then another triplet with a quarter rest. Da na 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 digga da. And then digga da, which would be in a 1. There we go. And this is just held for the rest of the time. So what we have is this. And then this part is not really. I mean, it's just like a guitar solo, but he does play like specifically. And then back to. Right. So this is kind of, I'm just going to put solo. Because, I don't know, it's not really well defined. And then that's like, so what we have here now at this point is the basic, and we don't really have a chord for this first thing. It's just kind of a mess of whatever. So we don't really have a basic, well, we don't really have a chord there. But at this point, this is basically what the song sounds like. Obviously, it doesn't have any of the other instruments that are part of the song in it. This is the basis of the song. Now we have to arrange it. Because this is just, you know, the structure of the song. So now we have to arrange it. I really like the melody. And even if we did change it to like a swing, which is what I was thinking of. Like ba-doo-doo-doo-da-doo-ba-doo-da, ba-doo-ba-doo-da-ba-ba-da, doo-doo-ba-ba-da-ba-da-ba-doo-da, ba-dee-ba-doo-dee-ba-doo-ba-ba. You would still, I still want to keep the melody like as intact as possible. Unlike what I did with the Station Square theme, where I really kind of messed. I didn't change the melody too much, but I did change like a lot of the chord stuff. But I like to keep this relatively simple.
Deep, deep, doo da. Something like that. So really, the only big change that I'm making is just the change in style. Everything else... we're keeping that the same. I want to keep those beginning chords the same, at least for a little bit. And we might change up, like, the bridge chords. I don't know to what yet. But I think we have a basic idea of how this one is going to go once it's arranged. It's just this intro that's really bothering me because I don't really know what exactly to do with it. Let me refresh the stream real quick. We might be wrapping things up here pretty soon, I think. Mostly because people are coming to fix the apartment soon, and I need to get that taken care of. Anything that needs to get taken care of. So, let's just do kind of a recap of everything. So, tomorrow, we're going to go back to project number 1, which was this. Okay. Which was... that whole thing. We're going to go back to that, and we're going to polish everything up, and we're mostly going to focus on that, I think, the whole time, probably. Figuring out what type of instruments we're going to want to put in there, you know, how long is the whole piece going to be, all that kind of stuff. So it's going to be a decently long stream, just figuring out where everything's going to fit, what's going to sound good with it, and really solidifying like where this is going to go in, like where it best fits in music. And we had already said that I think it fits best in a Kingdom Hearts flashback type scenario, because it reminds me at least of this. If you ever play Kingdom Hearts, you'll know that from that specifically. But yeah, to me, it really comes from there. But I think that's gonna really do it for me. I don't have much else to go over except for those few things. Sora is totally right. So same thing. That's what it reminds me of. So we're gonna dig really deep into that, flesh it out. Probably gonna take a whole page up of writing the whole thing out, and yeah, I'm excited to see where we take that, and we'll just keep doing that with each one. So from there, all right. So thank you guys for coming out. I really appreciate it. If you haven't already, please hit follow. Helps me out, keeps me wanting to continue to make videos for everyone. And yeah, I thought it was a pretty good stream. I had a lot of fun, and we'll be back tomorrow. I'll probably just start at 9. I know I started at 10 today. I'll probably start at 9 today, or tomorrow. And we're going to work on that song quite a bit, I think. So, again, thanks so much, and I'll leave you with something from the Sonic playlist, all right? Thanks a lot, guys. See you tomorrow.